Here is how you retouch your portraits as you're shooting even before your client leaves the studio.
If you haven't heard about it yet, the solution is called Evoto. Evoto is basically an AI retouching tool that the really special function that it has, it can actually retouch your photos as you're shooting them. So as you're taking more and more pictures, it actually retouches everything for you. So the moment you're done, even done wrapping your lights, it's actually done. You can actually deliver your photos immediately or have your client buy them through a gallery. I personally use Sprout Studio in order to sell my photos, but you can do so without even having to retouch one photo and they're ready to go. So if you're curious about how it works, give me a few minutes so I can tell you how you can set up for your own computer and your own business, and hopefully you'll make more money and save a lot of time by using this solution, which is called, again, Evoto. Let's get into it.
Here is how to set up your own live editing tethering using Evoto. First, make sure your Evoto app on your laptop is updated to the latest version. Having the latest version ensures that you have all the newest features for a smooth experience for you both and your client. Once that's done, click on the camera icon on the far right side of the app. That's where you'll find all the tethering options. For the connection itself, you'll need either a tethering cable or a wireless Wi-Fi connection. Personally, I use a tether cable from IQ Wire. It allows me to charge my camera while quickly sending raw files to my computer. Wi-Fi also works great, but it can be a big drain on your battery. Be careful. If you have trouble connecting the camera to Evoto, you can also import your portrait as you shoot using your camera's manufacturer's own software. These programs are usually free and offer flawless support for your specific camera. For the big four is what they're called. For Sony, it's Sony Imaging Edge Desktop. For Canon, it's Canon Digital Photo Professional or DPP. For Nikon, it's Nikon NX Studio. And for Fujifilm, it's RAW File Converter EX. If you pick the second route using your manufacturer's software, you'll need to click the folder with an eye icon that you can see on screen. This method lets you select a folder to retrieve the portraits from instead of having one created for you by Evoto. There's no single best method, just pick the one that works best for your workflow and the technology that you're using. Now, this next part is optional, but having a large display to show the live results can be a huge help. It's great for live culling and selection, or for showing off your flawless images to your client. I actually made a whole video about this subject, so if you want to learn more about displaying your work on the large screen, check out the link at the end of this video. Once you're certain you can actually retrieve photos directly from your camera, just follow your normal retouching workflow using Evoto. Adjust the sliders to get to your preferred look, and then save those settings as a preset for that session or in general. Next step is to go back to your camera tether menu that you can see on screen. Then go to the left hand menu and you'll see the preset you just created. From there, you have two options. If you want the photos to come in looking raw and you plan to apply the preset manually, you can simply click on the preset that you created or any of your preferred preset when you're ready. But if you'd like every new portrait that comes into that folder to be automatically retouched, go to the Capture Effects Settings menu on the lower right. Click on the Presets button and choose the preset that you want. Now every shot that will come in will already have that look applied. If you want to see the original image, just click the BA icon, which stands for before and after, to see both images side by side for comparison. From there, you can flag, rate, or color code your images for a final selection. Imagine that all the photos you took in your session are already pre-edited for you. You just have to select them and export the ones that you really like or that your client really likes. Pretty good, right? So if you enjoyed this setup and you'd like to replicate it for your own studio, you can actually get a big discount using my promotional code, which is EVENTS20, to save 20% or more on your purchases of Evoto products. So if ever you want to get the same things that you've been purchasing before, but even at a discount, you can actually do so using my code, and hopefully this will improve your time that you spent in the studio and also time with your client and their satisfaction. And if you're curious about all the accessories I made, I usually make behind the scenes and flash lighting and tutorials, so make sure you subscribe to stay in tune. And also, if you want to see a video on how I can show my clients the big display or the big faces on the big screen, you can actually watch this video right here. That'll tell you more about it. On this, thank you for watching, thank you for liking, and I'll see you in the next video. Cheers.